results. The Sixers have star players and tremendous fans who stood by them through the lean years, and they're ecstatic at what they're seeing on the court. There are a handful of elite teams in the East, Kevin, but the Sixers are confident they belong with the best of them.
They certainly can. Well done, D.A. Thank you. Two great pivot men tonight, Chris. The position has obviously changed over the last couple years. If you were playing now, do you think you'd be more of a 4 or a 5?
You know, Kevin, I think I'd be a 3. I played the 4 and 5 in the NBA when I played, and I think I'd be a 3. Right now, you get to shoot, you get to take guys out on the wing. Defensively, though, I'd have to make sure I call for some help because laterally, you got to be able to move out there with those guys. But I think definitely it'd be the 3, 4, and 5 the way the game has evolved.
And you can bring the ball up. I've seen you do it. I know you could do it in this game as well.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, you have a lot more opportunity to do it in this game, and that's not a criticism. It's actually, I love the way the game is played now. It's a lot less hand-checking, more space, and when you play with guys like I did from the Pejas, Stojakovic's, and all the great shooters, the Tracy Murrays, those guys, it's that much easier to play in space because the defense has to honor those guys, and if they space out, that means you may just have a wide-open lane to the basket.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Irving. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Aldridge in at the 5 down low. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Green out there with Seth Curry, and it's Simmons in at the 3. Now Simmons is following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
No, you can't let Simmons roam free on the offensive board. He's adept at burning the defense with his athleticism.
For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to the Warriors. Simmons against Durant. Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely. Takes a 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. An even 3-on-3 break. Green against Harden. Simmons on the wing. Here's Harris, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
A nice start for them offensively. 3 of 4 to kick things off.
The Nets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The unique lefty stroke of Harden. He's become incredibly consistent from deep.
Now here's Curry. And Simmons kicks to Embiid.
Nets foul.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Is there a more entertaining player in this league than Joel Embiid? I mean, on the court, he's a 7+ footer who can do it all. Off the court, no one better on social media.
And so he hits both.
Wow, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Harden finds Irving. It's hauled in by Harris.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Count that one. Simmons got his second bucket.
Sometimes there's nothing you can do on defense. Simmons is very good at converting inside.
You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
Harden gets the bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's Curry. over Irving. Again, Philadelphia.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Harden outside. Irving looking for an opening. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. And here is Irving. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Just 5 to shoot.
Thus far, they haven't gotten the ball inside at all.
He doesn't hit that one. Simmons on the wing. That shot missing. Some solid defense there from KD. Nets trail by 6. Dishes it to Irving. Shoots over Curry. And KD the bucket on the assist by Irving.
Durant, he's so skilled on the offensive end. He can shoot the long ball, comfortable on the block, drive to the hole, dunk over you, give you the jump hook, post game, turn around. I mean, and look, that time, he makes a play for me.
Curry gets the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now here's Irving. And it's off the back rim, no good.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And Simmons slams it in.
Demonstrating how fast he is. Simmons enjoys going up to hammer home the alley-oop.
Outside Irving. Pass to KD. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. KD's got his second bucket of the night.
The ability to create space off the dribble and get a look is why Durant is going to end up as one of the best scorers of all time.
Here's Simmons, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's Harden. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal.
Love how Harden attacks the basket when he's close by. Just relentless in finding ways to get himself to the line.
Well, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, he'd get that shot off.
Come on, Kev. It's just sick. His step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step-back, just his regular one. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
The first free throw is good. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope, because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember.
Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Embiid against Aldridge. And a wide open look for Irving. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Curry looking around. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Steph Curry taking 2 shots. Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Curry.
And for the Sixers, the health of their draft picks has been a story. Zaire Smith, Markelle Fultz, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, all missing significant time with injury.
Health continues to be a key for them, GA. Embiid in particular, he's missed some games last year, missed some back-to-backs. He's 7'2". You just hope his knees could withstand the grind. They got to keep him going to reach their goal.
And the shot is good.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Simmons. 8 points for him. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, averaging 36 points a game, 7 assists and 6 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others. Oh, the setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Pass to Harris. Back to Simmons. He feeds it to Embiid. And that one is off. Great D that time from Durant. Griffin passes to Harden. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Oh, such a offensive player. He knows how to use his reach to alter shots.
Repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Irving passes to KD. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Harris, right side, passes it to Simmons. Teardrop shot, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers.
Shake Milton.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8, 6 to shoot. The pass to Simmons. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and the basket by Curry.
They are just killing them on the interior.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Irving. And it's blocked, but they get it back. Count that bucket. 6 points for KD. Here's Curry. 10 points for him. Pass to Milton. Here's Harris. Makes it off the glass.
Tobias Harris.
And the 76ers lead by 7.
With broad shoulders and a solid upper body strength. Now, Harris is lethal around the rim.
Now Irving. Harden outside. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Fires from deep. And the 76ers get it back. Nets trail by 7. Griffin dishes to Harden. The kick out to Irving. Passes it to Griffin. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Harris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the layup falls.
Tobias Harris.
And it's a 9-point Philadelphia lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Irving passes to Harden. Aldridge trying to break free. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Curry on the wing. He's covered by Irving. The offensive rebound. Embiid, no good.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Durant, the pass to Irving. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Curry.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And so Griffin will bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 7. Irving against Curry. Griffin passes to Irving. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Embiid.
Look, he's a pro at fooling the defense. Irving's shot fake is dangerous, and he just showed there.
Chris, more and more we're seeing star players give their sneakers to fans at the end of games. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah, man. Especially when I was with Dada, I would give a pair of shoes away after every game.
Oh, great.
Really love doing it on the road. At home is really cool, but on the road it's great because that's where you know that fan braved all those other fans and the elements to wear your jersey and to be the only one there, so you look for that kid. I used to look for the kid with the number 4 Weber jersey and be like, hey, kid, I know what you went through to wear that tonight. You make sure you go home with these bragging rights. Tell them these are fresh from the game when we beat your team, baby.
Yeah, that's a neat way to connect.
Yeah.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Howard's checked in. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
And there's the pass to Milton. Howard at the elbow. 76ers moving the ball around. And the shot goes in. Curry's got 12 in the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Curry against Irving. And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the league's most feared rim protectors in the league. Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Irving against Curry. Harden outside. 43 seconds left here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. And the Nets miss again. The 76ers leading by 9. Outside, Simmons. Back to Harris. And stolen by Aldridge. Irving passes to Durant. Now Jordan, guarded by Simmons. Harden inside the three-point line. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Here's Milton. 14 points from him the last game against Detroit. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's Philadelphia bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
In 2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league is a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so, in the game for the 76ers, they've got Simmons. Tobias Harris is out there with Howard. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Milton in at shooting guard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Harris, and it's sent back by Aldridge. They get it back, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Nets trail by 5. Dinwiddie up top. Burks covering. Dinwiddie kicks to Jordan. No good on that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
They had them in their heels the whole game. The intensity of their defense is the key factor.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Harden. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And for James Harden, he loves to be put on an island and go one-on-one against a defender.
Well, yeah, last season, Harden had as many ISOs called for him as some teams ran it. And that's all because of his coach. His coach calls the games that way. It's his bread and butter, and there isn't much you can do to stop him with one defender.
Free throw good, James Harden. Well, there's the talk about lowering the minimum draft age from 19 back to 18. And Chris, how much of a difference does that 1 year make in a player's maturity?
It makes so much difference. I mean, you're young, you're coming into a league, you're playing against grown men. Just physically, your body hasn't been able to catch up. How do you handle the travel, being away from your family? Many times this guy's first time being away from their families that long. So it is a maturity process, but at the same time, there's only such a few, and if you're one of the few that have the skill set and you're ready to come to this level, we should welcome you with open arms.
Pass to Simmons. To the wing on the left. Here's Milton, guarded by Harden. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
All right, a chance to look at numbers for Harris. Great showing for him last season. Averaged about 20 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
And the first one drops. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Aldridge. Back to Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up from the top of the key. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
Simmons against KD. Passes to Harden. Connects from three-point range. Harden's got 17 now.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Burks against Dinwiddie. Simmons left side for 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. With a break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. Second, Joel Embiid. DeAndre Jordan, third.
But these guys are always around the hoop, always with a nose for the ball. A dominant season inside for both.
Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Nets passing it around. KD looking around. Over Harris. KD can't get it to go. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pistons. Down low. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Burks. He's got 10.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
To the inside. Here's Harden. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Oh, Harden is so good at finishing these and ones. I mean, he is just a thorn in the D side.
The Nets shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Throw good, James Harden.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Dinwiddie against Burks. He dishes it to Harris. It's good. Harris has got 6 here in this quarter.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Dinwiddie against Burks. The pass to Harden. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound, Aldridge. Jordan. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Dinwiddie against Burks. Pass to Harris. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Durant wide open. He fires. And no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year.
Oh, look, he's almost 7 feet tall. Simmons is a tough guard. I mean, you got to be careful not to get too physical.
Ben Simmons.
And when he gets ahead of steam, he almost feels sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can at times be unstoppable.
And the first one at the line is good. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
Chris, there are guys that talk a lot of trash on the floor. You played against some legendary trash talkers. Who stands out in that area when you think back to when you played?
And I tell you what, the 2 guys that are on my mind, they definitely could have talked trash with the best of all time, and that's Pat Beverly. We've seen what he does. He just keeps coming and coming and coming. And that guy, Day-Day, yeah, Draymond Green, the one that plays out there in Golden State. Oh, yeah, he has a mouth on him, too. I think you heard of him.
And when you played, who was the best trash talker back in your day?
By far, Larry Bird and Gary Payton. Those 2 guys would talk trash that so much that you would get entertained into their talking and be like, well, what are you going to say next? I'm having a good time out here. It was always in fun, but trust me, they always wanted to stick that dagger into you, too, while they were talking.
You couldn't hide a smile either. They start getting you going. You could not hide a smile.
I couldn't, and that was my thing. I talked trash while I was smiling, so maybe no one else knew what I was saying but you. But those guys, they keep you laughing out there. They talk trash about you, themselves. After they missed the shot, they would talk themselves down or talk to a fan that was talking to them. So it was always entertaining. The best trash talkers talk to everyone, not just to their opponent.
So he gets them both. Chris, one of the most versatile scorers in the game, Tobias Harris. He had some great teachers, too, including Hall of Famer George the Iceman Gervin.
Yeah, well, check this out, Kevin. His father was Gervin's agent late in his career. I mean, from age 10, Tobias got to train at Gervin's facility every summer. And they still work out to this day. That's a real one. Harris learned it from a great how to get buckets.
The 76ers leading by 7. Burks the pass to Simmons. Pass to Howard. Shoots from the elbow, and the jumper falls for him. Burks has got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
Oh, that's a welcome sign for sure. Now, when Howard is
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Tobias Harris.
And checking out the stats for Aldridge. Last season, he played outstanding. 18th in rebounding, 18th in blocks, and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And like you said, one of the better rebounders in the league last season. He displayed a tireless work ethic that I think really rubbed off on the team.
a go-to shot for KD. I mean, his catch-and-shoot jumper is butter.
Here's Thibault, guarded by Harden. Good D by Harden. Nets trail by 7. Feeds it to Dinwiddie. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Alec Burks.
It's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
The Nets have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And the 6'6" point guard Spencer Dinwiddie, a second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
Nets trail by 4. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Simmons on the wing, defended by Durant and stolen by Jordan. Inside, here's Harden. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Where their goal was to limit their turnovers. I mean, they've wasted way too many possessions with giveaways.
Curry's checked in, and the Nets making a change here as well. Griffin's checked in. Outside Curry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. The 76ers haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Harden the pass to Jordan. Kicks it to Griffin. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
Here's Thibault, guarded by Harden. 14 feet away. Nice jump shot. Good. And the 76ers lead by 3. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. That's tipped. Here's Thibault, guarded by Harden. Thibault, the pass to Simmons. Here's Thibault. The feed to Embiid. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Now look, an assist like that gives Durant more hype than any other play he makes. He loves creating an easy bucket for a teammate.
To the middle. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Another shot. Howard can't hit.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
Durant against Simmons. Simmons with the defensive effort. The 76ers leading. Curry is inside. Dinwiddie covering. That shot misses. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. Korkmaz, he's checked in for the 76ers.
Orkan Korkmaz.
Dinwiddie right side. Jordan trying to free himself up. Outside for Durant. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Philadelphia shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Goes up at the stripe. Thibault can't get it to go. And here are the Nets. They're on a 14-6 run. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, well, Kev, you know I always appreciate when a big man can create for others. And Blake Griffin, he's one of the best in the game in that regard. Such a fantastic passer.
Chris, you almost forget just how big Griffin is because of how smoothly he can facilitate for others.
Yeah, Kevin, and I hate when people say he's a good passer for a big man. I mean, what type of caveat is that? He's just a good passer. He has great vision, superb timing, and that's why he's always been near the top in assists for bigs.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And when Griffin is healthy, he's an effective player, a double-double threat who's tough to match up against.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Harris is checked in. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And for Blake Griffin, always a great outside shooter for the power forward position, Greg, but he's added range the last few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Griffin go from a guy who might take 1 3 a game to someone putting up about 6 a night. The results have been there for him as he shoots a respectable rate from beyond.
Brooklyn's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Misses from close range.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Curry against Dinwiddie. Howard dishes to Curry. To the paint to end the cold streak, and Embiid throws it down.
This is as high percentage of a shot as you can get for Embiid. He's a powerhouse of a player. He loves to dunk.
Harden finds Dinwiddie. It's deflected. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And let's see the stat sheet here on DeAndre Jordan. Great showing for him last season. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
And he makes the first.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And so Jordan nails both of them. 58 seconds left in the first half. Curry passes to Thibault. Back to Curry. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Milton, guarded by Jordan. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Thibault. And the 76ers get it back. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
The 76ers making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Howard. 32 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, we've seen Harris step up as an offensive threat. I mean, the more he looks to score, the better he is.
Here's Harden on the wing. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Clock at 6. Dinwiddie outside. There's the triple. He can't get that one to fall. Tobias Harris, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force. For the Philadelphia. No. 76. Clark up front. That's where the game will likely be won or lost in this one.
Great talent, no doubt, on the front lines here. But if for some reason they cancel each other out, then you know where it's going to be decided, in the backcourt, with guys about your size, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harden out there with Irving. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Durant. And it's Griffin in at the power forward. And Embiid throws it down.
When he's close to the rim, the attitude that Embiid brings is, I'm dunking this thing.
Green against Harden. Pass to Griffin. He kicks to Irving. Shoots over Curry. A nice shot by Irving.
And the mid-range shot of Irving is impressive. He has wonderful form with that shot.
Passes it to Simmons. First quarter of play, 1 minute played.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Clark, you look at Ben Simmons. Is he the best Australian-born player ever?
Well, you've got to remember now, Kevin, and you would know this from your research, Kyrie Irving was actually born in Australia, lived there for a couple of years, and still has dual citizenship. So I'll leave that one to the fans to debate. Irving or Simmons as the best from Australia. And, you know, questions for the Sixers about fit between their two young stars in Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons are legitimate questions, because when young players are that talented, it sometimes is hard for them to sacrifice their own games for the good of the team.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the 76ers. Pass to Simmons. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
When Aldridge is in the neighborhood, you've got to be careful shooting it. I mean, proving there that he's capable of blocking shots.
KD's shot is off. And for Simmons and Embiid, a clash of styles, too. Simmons, you know, Clark, is at his best in transition.
And, you know, Embiid, guys, is more a half-court threat, attacking in the post. Long term, I think they'll figure it out, but it'll be interesting to see how that plays out between those two.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling, Craig. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
And stolen by Harris. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Some solid defense there from KD. The Nets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. There's the pass to Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Harris. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
Irving against Curry. Harden right side. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Pass to Embiid. Curry against Irving. Curry attacking. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Seth Curry's game in the mid-range area continues to look better, taking advantage of all opportunities.
Here's Irving. And Harden wide open. He shoots. And the Nets miss again. Now we'll go to our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown.
Well, Kevin, he gave me some broad strokes regarding the game plan. He said we want to work the ball into the paint, high percentage looks, and then get to the foul line if we can. We'll see how they try to accomplish that throughout the game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Irving after Ben Simmons' bucket. Here's KD. And he overshot that one, missing.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco. They get the rebound. A nice shot by Aldridge.
Boy, I like the work Aldridge did there. Good hustle. Nice job getting good positioning.
Simmons against KD. Here's Embiid. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And here's Irving. Harden outside. Lets it go with a three. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Curry on the wing. Defended by Griffin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason. And the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And a great front office in Brooklyn. General manager Sean Marks taking over in 2016, and he just signed an extension.
And you know, guys, that San Antonio tree has some great branches on it all over the league, and he's one of them. I mean, he's been a player, a coach, has worked in the front office. Marks understands all sides of the basketball business.
Oh!
Are you kidding me? Simmons doing a nice job there mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult for the opposition. And that's a mindset, but also activity and energy display.
KD's shot is off.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Simmons. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Boy, that long reach of Embiid's paying dividends there, guys. An absolute machine on the offensive glass.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
You know, guys, it's crazy to think that Joel Embiid once considered quitting the game. I mean, his first practice at Kansas, a senior dunked on him so hard he went to the coach and said, maybe I should get out of this stuff. Luckily, the coach talked him down, and now we see one of the best in the league.
Here's Aldridge. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night.
Here's Irving. And he gets it to go. Irving's got his second basket. And some real adversity for Joel Embiid after leaving Kansas. Foot injuries costing him the first 2 years, Clark, of his career. And then, back in Cameroon, the tragic passing of his beloved brother.
Yeah, that's a hard road to hoe, and adversity oftentimes, while painful, can steel us for the promised land or positive outcomes. And, you know, Embiid really driven by his goal to inspire others in Africa to make a better life, and that drove him to be where he is now.
Harden rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there. Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Here's Harden. And good that time.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Kicks it to Green. 5 to shoot. Here's Embiid, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's now 10 points for Joel Embiid. On the wing, Harden. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second personal.
And with all the accolades that James Harden has accumulated in his career, Clark, the one thing missing is a championship ring.
And, you know, there's no guarantees for however great you are individually that you'll win a championship. We've got a lot of great players that weren't able to get that done. But, you know, when you think about it, that's one thing that's keeping him from being in the all-time great shooting guard conversation in the eyes of some. Team success is critically important. Championships add to your resume, but I think at the end of the day, when you maximize your individual contributions, that should be worth something in terms of your recognition and accolades.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Milton's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Harris is checked in for Durant. Good on both.
You know, for a team like the Nets, building without top picks, player development becomes critical. I mean, the Nets have made that a key focus for their franchise, and you can see the results paying dividends now.
Pass to Harris. Harris against Simmons. And he uses the glass on the layup. Simmons got 7 points in the game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Mark, you were talking about the Nets' player development. Guys like Spencer Dinwiddie and Joe Harris were signed as free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, a coaching staff dedicated to taking them to the next level in terms of improvement and player development, the investment they make in their top-notch training facility, all of that focus paying off for them.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
I'll tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And the pass to Embiid. Back to Curry. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Clark, I'm going to get a little detailed here, but in terms of footwork in the post, who really impresses you?
Well, there are a number of guys, Kevin. I mean, you think about it. Kevin Durant is a lethal scorer and does a lot of his work off the dribble and in transition on pull-up threes. But when he is a post-up threat, and he does get posted sometimes, his footwork is superb. Absolutely superb. Joel Embiid
Take a break.
comes to mind. Big fella with feet of a ballerina. Jokic does a great job with his feet. Not nearly as athletic as Embiid or Durant. And then I would put Kawhi Leonard outside of a big guy. I mean, he's not a big guy in terms of position, but boy, he is very efficient down in the low post when he gets it there.
Good names. Jordan, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And both free throws good for Curry.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Now Harden. He's got 9. Pass to Griffin. The 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Milton the pass to Harris. Here's Embiid. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Harden with it. He dishes it to Jordan. He kicks it to Irving. Harden outside. Fires the 3. Basket made. That's his 3rd of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Passes it to Embiid. 1:58 left to play here in the first. Here's Milton. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Curry passes to Simmons. Back to Curry. Here's the three. Second shot opportunity, and Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got 12 points in the game.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Irving against Curry. Irving drives in, and Curry pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Back to Irving. Harden outside, shoots over Curry, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one. And Simmons kicks to Harris. Back to Simmons. 26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Milton. Trains the three-pointer. Milton's got his second bucket tonight.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. The three from Harden. He can't get that one. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. 76ers lead by 16. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And this team has shown their toughness and determination, and Kyrie Irving talks about what he sees in his teammates.
What's going to separate us is how close we are, and when we're in the trenches together, I'm looking to my left and to my right and knowing that these guys have my back.
They certainly do.
This team has assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. No better group for Irving to surround himself with.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort, defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
So for Brooklyn now, Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. They retain possession. Knocked loose. Curry dishes to Howard.
And Jordan's mere presence can affect shots. I mean, he's easily one of the league's premier shot-blocking artists.
You know, after the Sixers were knocked out in the second round for the second straight year, there was some speculation and I think unmerited, whether Brett Brown might be let go as head coach. The players voiced their support and made the decision easier to bring him back, and I think it was the right one. He's done a fantastic job as the leader of the Sixers.
Dinwiddie against Curry. Here's Harris, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Coach Brown, Clark, captained the ship through some real rough times in the beginning.
And you know, Kevin, I think for that reason and the job he's done here recently, he's earned the right to see this thing through. It's a result-oriented profession. I know that, and I understand it. But this is a team built to contend, and that's the expectation, and I'd like to see Brett Brown have a chance to bring it to full fruition.
Here's Harris. Here's Howard, and the layup is good. Howard's got his first 2 points.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Simmons looking it over. And here's Harris from the arc. Harris missing again.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
That shot by Griffin, no good. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. At one point, they led by 16. Dinwiddie with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Harris finds Griffin.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it, too.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
The Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Now, here's Burks. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. 4 on the shot clock. And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
For 3, Durant. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. No good on the shot. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Here's Harden. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Burks against Dinwiddie. Howard misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
The pass to Milton. Pass to Howard. Dishes to Harris. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Hey, you know, Kevin, there's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Burks the pass to Thibault. On the wing, Harris. Trying to end the drought. The shot missing. The Nets go the other way with it. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
Here's Thibault. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer. A big X factor for the Sixers, I think, will be the development of Ben Simmons' jump shot. He's got to become at least a threat as a perimeter shooter if they're going to have a chance to win it all.
And especially in the playoffs where teams really scheme for you, Simmons shooting can be a real problem for the Sixers.
Yeah, it's a major liability, guys. There's no denying it. For all of his wonderful ability and versatility, the fact that it's basically 4-on-5 when they're on offense with him on the floor is a problem in the playoffs. And you said it. When teams can lock into you, they're going to make you do what you're uncomfortable doing.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for the Nets. So here's Burks. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Harris against Aldridge. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, you know, you can't get overly physical with Harris because once you do, he turns it against you and uses it for his good.
Now, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit.
Shooting two.
Ends up staying with the Sixers, and I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid.
He's off on the first. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
Dinwiddie passes to Harden. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And here is Howard. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Here is Harris. With a 24-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Aldridge gets a hand on it. Harden left side. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now just a 4-point Philadelphia lead. Passes to Milton. Here's Thibault, guarded by Harden.
And the size of the Sixers can present matchup problems for opposing teams.
Well, you think about the two critical positions, a 6'10 point guard and a 7'2 center, and both are uber talented. That's a huge advantage, a unique advantage for Philadelphia.
And he makes the first. Second free throw, no good. Nets trail by 5. Here's Dinwiddie, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
And the 76ers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Chalk up 2 there. Harden's got 29.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Burks. And the layup's good off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 3.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Harden draws the double. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. And the Nets making a change here as well. Irving's checked in. Pass to Howard. 76ers moving the ball around. And it's sent back by Aldridge. They recover it. Bucket is good. 14 points for Joel Embiid. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 2. Lobs it up for Jordan. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Embiid, no good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Drills the three-pointer.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now the pass to Milton. Burks looking around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Milton. From outside, off the mark. Nets leading by 3. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Pass to Irving. Lets a floater go. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Another miss by Philadelphia.
He hasn't made any threes this quarter after sinking just the 1 in the first.
Durant, no good.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find the shot.
Lobbed up there for Howard. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Irving passes to Durant. They get a hand on it. To the middle. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That one on Embiid.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the 76ers. Seth Curry comes in for Burks. Mark, it seems the guards are rebounding now more than ever. What do you make of that trend?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a function of how the game is played. More and more teams play small ball, where they really don't have a big guy out there or a traditional center out there. You may have guards and wings, and oftentimes your tallest guy might be 6'8". So it makes it important for guards and everybody to rebound the ball. So I think you see more guards getting more rebounds because of teams playing small ball as a function of the three-point shot's importance in the game.
First one falls for him.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Nets leading by 4. Now Irving. Harden outside. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Simmons passes to Embiid. Irving against Simmons. Shot clock at 5. Trying to get open is Irving. KD looking around. Offensive rebound, nets. And the shot goes in. And that's now 11 points for Jordan. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And the 76ers making a change here. Green's checked in. To the wing right side. Irving against Curry. Fires from 14. And the dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Irving against Curry. Over Irving. Curry's shot is off. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Harden inside the three-point line. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The 76ers trail by 8. Up top, Curry. Covered by Irving. Simmons against Durant. With 4 seconds on the clock. Embiid. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The deep three from Harden. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Brett Brown. Now, Coach, it seemed like you guys came out a little flat. How do you get some energy for the second half?
You just got to go with the people that have energy. I feel like we are not the aggressors. We have to do whatever we're going to do through our defense, and so far it's been poor.
Brett, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. The first quarter was a difficult one for Brooklyn. At their lowest moment, through a series of defensive lapses and shooting struggles, they were down a total of 16 points. Just nothing going right for them. It was really a tale of two quarters, though, as they owned the second period. They wiped out their deficit in a big hurry and are now sitting on a pretty comfy 8-point lead. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Philadelphia?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
The 76ers trail by 8. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the 76ers. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Green is out there with Curry. And it's Simmons in at the 3.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
Curry dishes to Embiid. Harris outside. Goes back up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Kevin Durant.
It's on Kevin Durant.
When he's got ideal position inside, I mean, Embiid goes right into the contact. He hunts it out.
And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
And he knocks down the first one.
I tell you, Joel Embiid possesses remarkable talent. I mean, this big guy is graceful and strong. He's a real matchup problem for everybody.
And Embiid drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Outside Irving. Harden draws the double. Outside Aldridge. High post, KD. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Griffin trying to get open, but they recover it. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Well, you got to respect the athleticism and the willingness to defend that Simmons has. I mean, he's a skilled shot blocker, too.
Here's Irving, and he makes that one. Irving's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Here's Simmons. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
From deep, Harden. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Curry finds Embiid. Back to Curry. Passes it to Embiid. Now Simmons. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
The 76ers trail by 10. Embiid is at the elbow. And the dunk by Embiid.
So skilled at maneuvering his way to the cup. Embiid's mobility, extremely impressive for a guy of his size.
Feeds to Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 37 points for James Harden.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Curry with it. 6 points for him. A floater, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Griffin passes to KD. Here's Irving. Lays it up and banks it in. And now a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kevin Durant.
You can't be too aggressive when guarding Seth Curry because he's good at attacking and drawing fouls.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. The free throw drop for Curry.
And just like his brother Seth is an impressive bucket getter. I mean, somebody whose role is to shoot and score the ball.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Griffin's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Simmons finds Curry. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Simmons. The 76ers with another miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Basket good. Irving's got 10 points.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Embiid kicks to Curry. From the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Curry against Irving. Pass to Griffin. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist by Griffin.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Outside, Green. The dish to Simmons. Embiid against Aldridge. Embiid kicks to Simmons. Over KD. No good off the back of the rim.
He's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
The feed to Simmons, and he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Irving from long range. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Simmons got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Curry. Good work defensively by Harden. Nets leading by 9. Looking to end his cold spell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal.
That one on Embiid.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's hard to avoid fouling Durant, but the problem is he hits nearly 90% of his free throws for his career.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
And even after the Achilles tear for Durant in the 2019 finals, he got a huge contract after he opted out.
Most teams felt they were willing to pay him while he rehabbed for a year. That was the case as the Nets gave him a 4-year max money deal. His next chapter is underway as he changed his number to 7.
Greg, you get so caught up in how great Durant is at scoring that you forget sometimes about his other terrific offensive skills.
KD doesn't really get a lot of recognition for his passing, but he has fantastic vision. I mean, arguably, he might be the most underrated superstar ever. Sees so many double teams and does a great job of getting the ball out to open teammates.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Here's Korkmaz. He's covered by Irving. Harris outside. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
He's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And at 6'6", Spencer Dinwiddie's tall for a point guard, but Clark, despite his size, very slippery off the dribble.
Yeah, he's ill-like when you talk about him off the dribble, guys. I mean, excellent change of pace, and he's got a quick first step. And once he gets in the lane, his size helps him be a good finisher.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Irving dishes to Dinwiddie. There's the pass to Aldridge. KD with it. And Durant gets double teamed. Dinwiddie wide open. Off target from outside. The 76ers trail by 12. Harris with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. Korkmaz no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Irving. And Embiid with the block.
That long reach of Embiid's is a real asset on defense. Covers a lot of territory and knows how to snuff out shooters.
Oh, the lob for Simmons. Durant with the steal. Pass to Aldridge. Shoots over Burks. They grab their own miss. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Checked in for the 76ers. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. Claxton the pass to Jordan. Dinwiddie outside. Outside, KD. 6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Shoots from the high post. He can't hit that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that will be the third of 5 straight played at home. And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
The 76ers trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, here's Burks. Over Irving. Burks can't get it to go. Nets leading by 10. Right side Irving. Inside, they could use a bucket. That one, no good. Simmons with the defensive effort. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Philadelphia 76ers. Embiid against Durant. Up top, Burks. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. A nice shot by Irving.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. I mean, he's getting to his spots, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround for him.
Burks, the pass to Howard.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Here's Embiid. Tries again. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Howard.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
Perfect. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the 76ers making a change here.
One shot.
from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And season 4 for Coach Kenny Atkinson with the Nets. You got to be impressed with the job he's done in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know, Kenny is a hard worker. He's a bit of a grinder if you were trying to term what category he might fit into. And you see that in his team. And, you know, he admits it. He's getting better just like his players are. And that's a great, great statement because we're all hopefully getting better as we move forward.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. The 76ers trail by 11. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Back to Simmons. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Outside, KD. Nobody near Irving. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Irving's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
Who's got Simmons?
Simmons dishes to Embiid. Simmons passes to Embiid. He gets it in there. Embiid's got 6 points in the quarter.
Hey, once Embiid catches the hot hand now, he's looking to shoot it as much as he can.
Over to the wing. Doubled by Howard. Passes to Claxton. Yep, that one goes. And the Nets lead by 14.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Simmons with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Embiid, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Here's Thibault. And the miss.
An unsung part of Durant's game. It has the instincts and length to guard a number of positions.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Nets getting the fourth quarter going, we've got DeAndre Jordan. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Harden comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Here's Irving. Kicks to Griffin. And the rejection by Embiid. And here's the fast break. Releases. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Curry.
Hey, he's so good at running to the right spot at the right time in transition. Seth Curry, somebody you've got to have an eye on in the open court.
Harden outside from the wing. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Milton, guarded by Harris. Back to Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. 6 to shoot. Curry kicks to Embiid. Pass to Milton. A three-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 9. Outside Irving. And it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Irving against Curry, and it's sent back by Howard. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Curry's shot is good. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Timeout called the Nets.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Harris checked in for Philadelphia. Green comes in for Shake Milton. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
And there's the pass to Irving. Floats one up. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Irving's got 16 here in the second half.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Philadelphia.
Howard pass to Harris. Oh, and he... Oh!
Oh, man!
Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Three-point play.
Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 13-5 run. Pass to Harris. Irving against Curry. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Irving against Curry. Passes it to Harden. Takes the three. Buries the long-range jumper. Harden's got 40 points.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Here's Harris. He blocks it again. You've got to have a better effort against him.
Sending back everything.
Irving. It's deflected. And here is Curry. Pass to Thibault. Griffin against Harris. Banked in off the glass.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Irving passes to Jordan. Irving double team. Here's Griffin. Second chance shot. Jordan's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Thibault. The pass to Harris. Over Harris. Harris missing again. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Lobs it up for Jordan.
Well, it's fun watching Irving share the ball. I mean, when he concentrates on running the offense, this team is really dangerous.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Harris outside. Fires from the wing. Harris missing again.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Here's Harden. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Exceptional strength. Harden is so smart at creating opportunities to get to the free throw line.
So for the Nets, Aldridge comes in for DeAndre Jordan, and Durant subbed in for Joe Harris. 76ers have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Green against Harden, outside Curry. Here's Thibault. 5 on the clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Green inside the three-point line. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Curry against Irving. Pass to Griffin. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. That one falls.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Harris. Nice D from Griffin.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
That one good for 2. 44 points for James Harden.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Curry against Irving. Poked loose. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. The 76ers making a switch here. Simmons is checked in.
Ben Simmons.
Harris against Griffin. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Tell you what, fellas, I mean, an outstanding stretch for Harris has been awesome at adding pieces to his game over time, specifically that three-point shot.
At the line for your 76ers, Tobias Harris.
And the first one drops.
2 shots.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
Al Simmons to the inside, and it's Howard finishing it off.
I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's, Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
The 76ers trail by 12. Curry passes to Simmons. Here's Howard. A beautiful reverse layup. Howard's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Curry against Irving. Outside, KD. And the Nets, another 3.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook form. Beautiful to watch.
Howard kicks to Curry. Fires from 14. They get it again. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Dwight Howard.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Harden scanning the floor. Here's Green. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Green's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the 76ers. Irving against Curry. Outside Irving. Down low, Harden. Beautiful hit, and the layup goes down. Harden's got 48.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Outside Curry. The three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 12 points in just the second half.
He's gaining more and more confidence over time from deep. Seth Curry proving he's got touch from out there.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Green. Harris outside.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
Joel Embiid.
Simmons.
1:52 left to play here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Inside, Durant with the steal. Outside, Irving. On the wing, Harden. Durant with a wide open look. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Simmons against KD. High arcing shot. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Ben Simmons. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Curry against Irving. In the corner, it's Griffin. Shot from the wing, and it's Brooklyn scoring again. Here's Curry. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the inside, Embiid lays it up off the glass. Embiid's got 22.
That's big boy strength, real big boy strength. Embiid is so good at fighting through whatever challenges the defenses present.
Irving passes to Harden. Back to Irving. The teardrop falls in. And the Nets lead by 11.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Basket counts.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Outside Irving. Irving double teamed. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Here's Temple. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge,